If you are poor, then watch this. If you are poor, if you are struggling, if you feel the weight of lack and limitation pressing upon your shoulders, then listen closely. This message may just change your life. Not through promises of sudden wealth or magic solutions, but through timeless wisdom, drawn from the heart of Buddhist teachings and human truth. This is not merely a story about money, it is a journey into the soul of abundance. A journey that begins not with what you possess, but with how you see. There is a profound reason why the Buddha, the Enlightened One, taught the virtue of giving before teaching even the depths of meditation. Generosity, dana, is the first perfection. Why? Because when we give, we break the chains of fear and selfishness. When we give, we are no longer prisoners of our small selves. We declare to the world and to our own subconscious mind, I have enough. I am enough. I am not afraid. And in this declaration, we awaken something powerful, something that cannot be measured in coins, counted in bills, or weighed on a scale. But let me be clear. Poverty is not just the absence of money. Real poverty is the absence of hope. The absence of gratitude. The absence of self-worth. The absence of belief in one's own power to rise, to rebuild, to renew. And yet, even in the darkest moments, the Buddha's wisdom offers light. Let me tell you a story. Long ago, Gautama Buddha and his disciples arrived at a small village. Word of his presence spread quickly. People gathered, full of questions, some seeking wisdom, some seeking miracles, others simply curious. Among them, there was a man, a bitter man, known throughout the village for his constant complaining. He blamed the world, he blamed the gods, he blamed life itself for his poverty. He did no work, contributed nothing, and cursed anyone who tried to help him. Why should I be grateful? He would yell. What has life given me? I was born poor, and I will die poor. There is no justice. There is no God. The villagers were hesitant to bring this man to the Buddha. He is foul-mouthed, they said. He is angry and aggressive. We fear he will insult you. But the Buddha only smiled. Bring him, he said. For those who suffer most often need compassion the most. When the man arrived, he wasted no time. So you're the great Buddha, he sneered. Tell me, why should I believe your teachings? What has your so-called truth done for me? Look at me, I am poor, useless, unwanted. What kind of God would create such a miserable life? Do you want me to worship this God? I spit on him. I curse him. And I curse you too, if you come here just to give me more empty words. The Buddha looked at him gently. Without judgment. I do not ask you to believe in any God, he said. I only ask you to look within. What you suffer is the result of causes. What you experience is the fruit of seeds sown long ago. But every moment is a new chance to plant something better. You are not cursed. You are not abandoned. You are merely unaware of your own power. But the man was not convinced. That's easy for you to say, he spat. You are respected. You are fed. You wear robes and are called holy. I am nothing. You have everything. What do you know of hunger, of cold, of being despised? The Buddha listened. Then he asked, if a king offered you all the gold in his treasury in exchange for your eyes, would you accept? The man paused. My eyes? No. Never. They are mine. The Buddha continued, what about one eye? Half the gold? The man shook his head. Still no. My eyes are priceless. The Buddha smiled. Yet you say you are poor. But your eyes alone are worth more to you than all the gold in a kingdom. Your body, your health, your breath, these are treasures beyond price. You are not poor. You are blind to your wealth. In that moment, something shifted in the man. The fog of self-hatred began to lift. His chest trembled. Tears welled in his eyes. For the first time, perhaps in his entire life, he felt something stir within him, a sense that maybe, just maybe, he was not as powerless as he had believed. This transformation did not happen through force. It happened through wisdom. And this is what I want to share with you today. You may be struggling. You may feel invisible, overlooked, undervalued. But the teachings of the Buddha remind us that wealth is not measured by possessions alone. True wealth is measured by what we are willing to give, and how we perceive the life we already have. In the West, we are trained to chase more money, more success, more things. But in Buddhism, the chase itself is seen as suffering. Not because ambition is evil, but because craving without contentment is a recipe for endless dissatisfaction. The moment you think, I will be happy when I have more, you have placed happiness forever out of reach. Let me tell you about a man I once met, Elias, a school janitor in Chicago. Elias had every reason to complain. He worked long hours for minimum wage. He had no car, no fancy house, and a mountain of medical debt. And yet, every morning, he brought extra food to the homeless outside the school gates. How can you give so much when you have so little? Someone once asked. Elias simply said, because when I give, I don't feel poor. I feel rich. That is the wisdom the Buddha spoke of, not theoretical, not distant, but lived, raw, real. There is a karmic law that governs life. What we give returns to us, multiplied. Not always in the way we expect, but always in the way we need. When you give with purity, without expecting praise or repayment, you align yourself with abundance. Your heart expands. And in that expansion, the world changes. Now let us return to the man from the village. Over time, he transformed. He began to help others. He began to work, not because someone forced him, but because he wanted to be useful. He found dignity in labor. He found peace in serving. He smiled more. He blamed less. And slowly, his external life reflected his inner change. He was no longer the village burden. He became the village blessing. And all of it began the moment he stopped cursing the world and started appreciating his own existence. You, too, have this power. Within you is a gift, a strength, a spark that no poverty can erase. You are alive. You are conscious. You can choose. These are divine riches. Use them. Even if all you can give is a word of kindness, a moment of silence, a prayer of hope, give it. That act is not small. It is the seed of your liberation. In Zen Buddhism, we speak often of emptiness. But emptiness is not lack. It is openness. It is potential. A cup must be empty to be filled. A field must be tilled to be planted. Your current struggle is not the end. It is the opening. Do not fear it. Step into it. Offer yourself. Trust. So if you are poor, remember this, you are not powerless. You are not worthless. You are not forgotten. Your wealth lies in your heart, your hands, your willingness to rise. Let the teachings of the Buddha guide you, not as dogma, but as a mirror. And see reflected in that mirror not what you lack, but what you already possess, the ability to change, to give, to love, to live fully. Do not wait for abundance to come before you share. Share, and you will find abundance was already within you, and as you walk this path of giving, may your life unfold in unexpected beauty. May your bitterness turn to gratitude. May your poverty turn to peace. And may your story, like the story of the man who met the Buddha, become a light for others who are still lost in the darkness of despair. Thank you for joining me in this journey. If this message touched you, Please support our Zen Buddhism Wisdom community by liking this video, sharing it with someone who may need hope, and subscribing for more teachings that awaken and uplift. Your presence here matters. Your transformation matters. And remember, even the smallest act of kindness can echo across eternity. May you be free from suffering. May you live in peace. And may you discover the boundless treasure of your own awakened heart.